All right. All right, test 1 2, test 1 2. All right. And we welcome you to Barberton High School, the home of the Magics. Both teams looking for that tonight in this District 2 Region 5 semifinal game between the Bulldogs of Poland Seminary High School and the Pirates of Perry High School. Good evening, sports fans. I'm Mitch Spinell, along with Gene Winters, once again from Barberton. We are here tonight for a matchup that is between two playoff teams that are coming off very impressive victories, very close victories in the district finals, Gene.
Yeah, two very exciting teams, two very exciting games to get here. Obviously, as you know firsthand, with the way Perry able to advance here to this regional semifinal off the shot from Madison Hacking, and then you look at on the Poland side, they had to have two almost heroic outings, one coming against West Geauga to send it into overtime to get their win there. It was a three-pointer that with time running down, and you go into their last game against Martin, and it was right up to the very end. They end up winning by 2. They had a shot there at the very end to win it. The shot goes off. It's been two fantastic outings for both teams to get here tonight.
And they will be taking on the top-seeded Pirates, who in their last game against Salem High School got their season saved once again by the leading scorer and one of the top players in the area, Madison Hacking, of course, making that long three last weekend at their own high school, giving the school one of the best wins they've had in years. And they're looking for the same tonight. They want to get back to this regional final as they have been in the regionals for the last 3 years.
Yeah, and this is where you want to be. These seniors this season have worked so hard to get to this point, not only this season with everything that's been thrown at them, but throughout their 4-year careers for both Ellie and Madison to get to this point. 3 straight years now coming here to Barberton to play. They haven't made it past this. Get this first game in and take your chances on Friday, but you can't have two better leaders than both Madison Hacking and Ellie and Falvey.
Well, you mentioned those two, and going into the rest of the Pirates starting lineup, you have players like Margot Jean, a top guard, who is one of the best overall players for the Pirates. You have people like Marcela Rodriguez, a good post player. And speaking of the post, JC Anna Anderson is one of the top big players in the entire area.
Yeah, and Anderson is one of those where if she gets off early, it's going to be a fantastic night. She's a double-double machine anytime that she steps on the court. So if she can get going early, I think this could be a nice game for Perry. And as we've seen throughout the playoffs and even towards the end of the regular season, you need those other pieces to help out Madison. And Ellie, it's been JC, it's been Marcella, it's been Margot. It's been a different piece each night. So which one of the girls want to step up and be that third member to help them win here tonight?
Meanwhile, the starters for the Bulldogs include number 1, Abby Farber, number 5, Ella Harrell, number 21, Jackie Grisdale, leading at 20 points per game, number 44, Mary Brandt, and number 32, Morgan Kluchar. And with that tip-off, we are underway here at Barberton High School for this regional semifinal game, with the Bulldogs taking first possession, and a nice move down the left side by Harrell, but she is blocked. A nice play by Anderson.
Yeah, nice little slide over there to cut off the layup to get there to get that block, which is a nice way to start this game here tonight.
And the Bulldogs take it out from under center. It's Grisdale taking it out now, giving it over to Brandt. Brandt from the top of the key, giving it over to Farber now on the right wing. Farber being guarded by Infalvi. Now she gives it back over to Grisdale. Grisdale losing the ball there, and they're going to rule out of bounds off the blue.
And that's the matchup I want to watch here tonight. Grisdale and Hacking, both of them being seniors, both of them being the leading scorers of their high schools. How are they going to come out and face each other? Obviously, we know Madison takes the best player every single night. It's going to be interesting to see if the offense-defense affects either of their games.
Well, a forced turnover early on gives the Pirates the ball for the first time, and there's a double team that gets Perry stuck in there, but Rodriguez was able to knock the ball out of bounds off of the opposing team.
And that was a smart play there by Rodriguez. The double team came over to trap her right on the baseline, using it as kind of a third defender, threw it right off the defender's leg and able to repossession here for the Pirates.
Hagen gave the ball to Gian on the inbound, now gets it right back, now cuts it inside to Rodriguez. A nice cutout move, but stolen by Grisdale. So both teams trading turnovers here on the early parts of the game, as the Bulldogs take the ball now on their side of the floor. And it's Grisdale at the top of the key, getting a screen by Kluchar. And Grisdale now giving it back over to Kluchar on the right block as Kluchar tries to go inside. A floater, a jumper, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs, however. No, it's rebounded by the Pirates. And nice. It's Infalvi now, or Hacking rather, taking it up the floor. Now giving it over to Infalvi. A nice cross-court pass over to Jean, who has a layup, no good. And another rebound for the Bulldogs.
Looked like she was pushed a little bit on that one, but you like to see the officials let them play here and set that tone early. Hopefully it doesn't change in the second half.
Perry did a good job of not getting into foul trouble early in the first half against Salem last week. And a nice move by Grisdale, no good. And it's rebounded by the Pirates here as Infalvi takes it up the floor. Both teams missing some short shots early here as Infalvi kicks over to Rodriguez on the right wing. Rodriguez trying to dribble towards the corner, gives it back to Anderson. Anderson trying to throw it over, but it's tipped out of bounds off Poland.
Yeah, both teams, I should say, very good defensively. So it's going to be a tough night for the scorers. When you get your open shots, you're going to have to hit them. And it was a nice look inside there, just a little too low there to get the play in. But luckily, Perry keeps possession.
Farber tipping the ball out of bounds here as Anderson's now in the paint, being guarded heavily by Farber. And Anderson misses the short jumper. So good defensive stand on both sides right now with just 2 minutes shaved off the clock in this regional semifinal. Brandt now taking the ball towards the right side, trying to find a layup lane, and she cuts through two defenders. They are not going to count that basket, even though she made it. They say it's on the floor foul against Perry.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by Brandt to draw the foul on Infalvi. Luckily, they did not give her the continuation there, but a nice drive. They were able to switch Madison Hacking off of Grisdale as she gets the open shot.
There's
here.
A three-point attempt by Grisdale. No good off the backside of the hoop, and it's rebounded by Perry once again. As Rodriguez takes it down the floor here. Cuts cross court, gives it over to Hacking. Hacking, the team leading scorer at 16.4 points per game. Of course, had that big shot last week, 11.5 points per game averaging in this tournament.
How many times have you played that play over in your head?
A lot of times, as many as Twitter will allow me at this point. Hacking with the three-pointer, no good from the corner. It's rebounded once again by Farber. So a scoreless matchup right now as Poland takes the ball back, and the ball bounces off Brandt's hands out of bounds.
And Brandt has been the hero the last two games for the Poland Bulldogs. She was the one to hit the three-pointer to send it in overtime against West G before the win, and then hit the game winner last week with 50 seconds, last game, to hit that game winner as they were able to hold off to get to this game here tonight.
Well, the last team that Perry played, Salem, had a hard time in the first quarter, scoring 0 last game, and both teams are doing the same right now halfway through this first quarter. Anderson inside, gets the ball stripped and stolen. Nice play by Kluchar.
Yeah, Perry's doing a lot here to try to get the ball inside.
Grisdale with the short jumper. No good. Rebounded, though, by the Bulldogs as the ball just can't get in. Another missed shot by the Bulldogs. That's 3 missed shots on the possession, and Perry gets it back.
Yeah, Perry's going to have to get those defensive rebounds. You can't keep giving the Bulldogs offensive opportunities.
Hacking now, trying to find it into someone else's hands. And a nice pass over to Anderson, and that's the first basket of the game for the Pirates.
The Pirates have been trying to get that ball inside, finally able to get one to drop. They've been able to get it into the paint, but luckily the first shot finally going down here for Anderson.
A nice pass over to Anderson on that play, and now with halfway through that first quarter, as we mentioned, 2-0 Pirates, as again, Kluchar missing a jumper, and it's Hacking now on the fast break. One-on-one goes up and doesn't make it. And Kluchar in a tackle with Anderson. They're going to call it a jump ball on this play, and it looks like it's going to go to the Pirates.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Perry needs. Getting the ball off the defense and getting moving in transition, trying to get those fast break opportunities. Unfortunately for Hacking, went a little too strong, but Anderson able to fight for it and keep the possession here on this side of the floor.
Well, some substitutions for the Bulldogs, including number 10, Connie Krugus, the sixth man, as Infalvi misses that three-pointer. But it's rebounded by the Pirates. A nice move, and Hacking gets the ball over from Anderson, gets a short jumper to make it 4-0.
And that's what you like to see. Keep the possession alive. Rodriguez able to get it, finds Anderson. She finds Hacking for the lay-in. That's exactly what you need to do. Keep those possessions alive and get points every time down.
Hacking nearly stole the ball on that full court press, but the Bulldogs get it across half court. 3:30 left to go here. The Bulldogs trying to find something on the scoreboard, and there's a loose ball. It was tipped by Anderson and stolen by Infalvi, and now Hacking takes the ball off the floor here. Jean takes it up. She passes over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez from the right side for three. No good. Air ball, and it's rebounded by Kluchar. Number 24, Lizzie Herdman, who just got into the game for the first time for the Bulldogs.
And that open three, that's a shot that Rodriguez has been hitting just a little bit too strong on that last possession.
Rodriguez shooting 38% from the field this year, as we have a trap here. It was Herdman trying to get away, and she knocks it off Rodriguez for the out-of-bounds call.
Yeah, nice, smart move by the senior there, knowing that she was in a little bit of trouble. Get the ball off the leg, keep your possession alive. Reset here, coming off the inbound. Looks like that Poland's playing maybe a little quick right now. They're just, maybe pressing a little bit, trying to get that first basket to go. But you look at the scoreboard, it's only 4-0.
And Falvey gets a bit of a breather here now with Gigi Vicini coming into the game, as Rodriguez missed that floater. And the ball will go back to Poland.
And now with the Pirates getting Gigi out there, getting another defender out there. Yes, she can score, but she can be another lengthy body to help defensively to try to slow down Poland on the defensive end.
2:38 remaining, and a near loose ball, but recovered by Jean. Jean tries to get back over to Hacking. Hacking has the ball stripped, and it is picked up by the Bulldogs as they get their first basket of the game. Grisdale with the left-hander, and Roy Infalvi Jr. calls a timeout.
Yeah, just a little bit lazy of a pass there off the hands of Hacking. She almost went over and back with that one. So trying to, straddle the base, the mid-court line just a little bit, turned it over, and an easy lane on the other end.
Staying right here in Barberton, 4-2 here early on in the first quarter of this Division II Region 5 semifinal game. The winner of this game will go on to play Shaker Heights Laurel, who played in this gym just a few hours ago, taking down CVCA 60-40.
Yeah. The Laurel coming out of the Shaker Heights area, a team that has been number 1 in Division II in the AP poll most of the season. They finished there. I think they were 18-4, obviously 19-4 now, but just a fantastic year that they put together. I know some of the players are still here in the gym watching the start of this one here tonight.
Poland Seminary, 22-2 on the season. Their only loss is coming to Salem in game number 1 of the year, along with South Range late in the season. Of course, the Pirates have gone 21-4, with their losses coming to Hoban, Chardon, and the last two against Stowe and at Cornerstone. Hacking in the paint, going for the floater. No good, rebounded by, it's a scramble now for the basketball as 3 players are on the floor, and they're going to call it a jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow this time will go to the Bulldogs, but again, nice hustle there by both teams to get on the floor for that one. Rolled off the hands a little bit, almost another offensive rebound for the Pirates, but Grisdale jumps down on it. Perry and Hacking tie her up a little bit, but possession arrow stays that way, and we'll see if Poland could go down and get this thing tied.
Rodriguez and Anderson get off the floor now as Infalvi comes back in, along with Izzy McCoon, number 14, for the first time.
Yeah, again, adding another defender out there. Izzy McCoon can shoot the ball, but more for her tenacious defense this year. Talking with Coach Infalvi earlier in the season, just wishes she would talk a little bit more defensively.
And a nice block there by the Pirates now as they take the ball up the floor with 1:45 left. Jean finding Infalvi. Infalvi, one of the top three-point shooters on the team, the top three-point shooter, 45%, but it's Jean taking a three, no good from the right wing, but it's rebounded by McCoon. Back over to Infalvi. Infalvi from the top of the key. No good once again. Rebounded this time by the Bulldogs, but not before they call a jump ball, which is going back to Perry.
Yeah, and that was a nice possession there. 2 open looks there. Unfortunately for the Pirates, they did not go down, but those were 2 great possessions to keep that ball alive, get the open shots. They just need those to go down.
Harrell coming back in the game, replacing Herdman. As Jean takes the ball out now for the Pirates, and Falvey has it on the right wing, gives it back to Jean in the corner, dribbles out. 1:22 left. Jean hands it over to Hacking, but the ball gets stripped and stolen by Kluchar. Kluchar one-on-one with Hacking, and no good on the left-handed layup. Blown opportunity for the Bulldogs, and the Pirates try to respond as Jean kicks it over to Hacking. Hacking from the left for 3. She got it. And it's 7-2 Pirates with a minute left in the first quarter.
Beautiful play there by the Pirates, both on the defensive end and coming back on a 2-on-2 break to get that open three-pointer. Nice look by Hacking to get that one to fall.
Bulldogs now trying to respond as Harrell goes down the left lane. And that's a foul. Looks like that will be on Vicini. That'll be her first, team second.
Yeah, just moving a little too quick on that one. Poland got out in front a little bit. Gigi tried to shut off the lane there, picks up her first foul.
Harrell shooting 62% from the free throw line this season as she misses the first one off the back iron.
And these are the ones where you're going to have to get those to fall. You need, obviously, every point is so crucial in a game like this. You need those ones to go if you're Poland. Obviously, let the nerves settle down here. We'll see if she could hit the second one.
Herdman comes back in along with number 4, Ariana Daniels for Poland. Second free throw, no good. Once again off the back iron, but Hacking couldn't get control of the ball, and with 45 seconds left, Poland gets the ball back.
Yeah, that was what Perry needed there. The miss, Hacking had the rebound just off her hands. We'll see if they can get a defensive stand here in the final 40 seconds.
Jean coming in for Infalvi for the last minute as Poland takes the ball out now. It's Harrell giving it over to Farber. Farber getting it back into the corner as Herman loses the ball here. It looks like another jump ball if they don't get it off. And it looks like we have a reach around foul on number 14, Izzy McCoon.
Yeah, that looked like some good defense there. Just a little bit of a tangle up. It looked like she was able to get down there. I thought they were going to call the jump ball on that one. But again, able to tie up Grisdale there for a moment.
Third team foul, and that's a strip by Hacking. Intercepted. She has the fast break, and it's 9-2 Pirates.
And again, the transition offense getting going. Create on the defensive side. Get yourself going offensively.
Daniels trying to handle that soft pressure. And with 13.7 left, Poland will take it out of bounds.
Yeah, another nice defensive play there by Izzy McCoon to get that shut down there as she worked Daniels a little bit to the baseline to try to shut down that play.
Daniels one-on-one now. She passes it over. Harrell from the right block trying to find a basket. She got it. 9-4 Poland with 3 seconds left. The Perry Pirates will take it down. They will try for the long shot, which is no good. And after the first quarter, it's 9-4 Perry in this Division II Region 5 semifinal game. Let's take a quick break. When we come back here, we will have more playoff action here on this live stream.
When you smile, does the whole world smile with you? Dr. Rusty Albrecht, Dr. Chandis Richards, and Dr. London Albrecht are committed to improving your smile. At Albrecht Family Dentistry, we can handle all your dental needs, including dental implants, crowns, dentures, partials, realignments, extractions, root canals, veneers, teeth whitening, and clear braces. Don't let anything stand between you and the smile that you've always wanted. Call 440-358-0495. That's 440-358-0495.
Albrecht Family Dentistry, you love our gentle style. Come on down, we want to see you smile.
Albrecht Family Dentistry, where the whole world smiles with you.
Back here at Barberton High School, it's 9-4 Perry over Poland Seminary right now in this Division II regional semifinal game. I'm Mitch Spinell once again with Gene Winters by my side. It's a pretty eventful first quarter, especially for those Pirates.
Yeah, Madison Hacking scoring 7 of the 9 points in those opening 8 minutes for the Pirates, doing a nice job defensively, slowing down the Bulldogs.
Well, now Harrell nearly losing at the top of the key. She does lose it, and it's another jump ball, so the ball is going back on the other side of the floor again.
And it seems like Perry's just a little more aggressive right now. You know, it seems like every loose ball, they're on top of Poland. Now, this is the first time I've seen Poland play. I'm sure, you know, they've been more aggressive throughout the season. It just seems like they're just a tinge behind as Perry's, you know, laying punches here, waiting for the Bulldogs to hit back.
And Fabian Rodriguez came back into the game for Jean and Sydney Moon, who just got into the game for the first time, number 5. Rodriguez now almost being double teamed of sorts, but Anderson gets it inside. She kicks it out to Hacking again, who misses it, and a nice rebound there. A nice effort by Kluchar to get the rebound for the Blue.
Yeah, that was a nice look there by Anderson to find a wide open Hacking. Just a little bit off the mark there for the Pirates.
So now it's Brandt taking the ball up, and she nearly loses it. A nice offensive hustle on that play by Grisdale, and they're going to call a foul. So Grisdale saved the possession, and Brandt took the ball and nearly scored, trying to go for the line for 2 now.
Yeah, and that was a nice take there. It was met both by Izzy McCoon and J.C. Anderson. McCoon's going to pick up her second foul on that, but made it difficult as Brandt will go to the free throw line.
And Brandt in and out on the first one, so that's 0 for 3 for the Bulldogs in this game. McCoon with her second foul in the game on that previous play. Brandt came into this game shooting 57% from the free throw line, and that one's short. But it's a rebound by the Bulldogs. A nice play over there by Kluchar, but she can't finish on the right side. And the Pirates get it right back.
I know it's been a little bit of a struggle for Brandt so far, but she is going to be a very good freshman for years to come.
Rodriguez now at the top of the key, being guarded by Harrell. She tries to drive into the paint a little bit, then she gives it over to McCoon on the right side. McCoon giving over to Anderson. Anderson trying to drive in. A big player, number 33, and no good on that short basket, but it's in the hands of Rodriguez now on the rebound. Kicks it out to Hacking. Hacking over to Infalvi. Infalvi for 3, no good off the back iron. But on the shot, the refs say Infalvi was fouled.
Yeah, nice play there for Madison Hacking to pass up her 3 to get it over to Infalvi, who picks up the foul. I thought it was going to be a 3-shot foul, but I guess it must have been down low.
Yeah, it looked like on the box out. Number 32 for Poland, Kluchar, committed her first foul, her team's first. So now Hacking, being double teamed, gets it over now to Vicini. Just got back in the game. Vicini over to Rodriguez. Poland in a zone right now as Hacking tries to break that zone. She does. 11-4 Pirates here with 6 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, Madison Hacking again. When you need your senior leader to step up, she's been able to do it each and every game for the last 4 seasons. She already has 9 of the 11 points here tonight.
A team high 9 points on the game, as you mentioned, as Poland trying to find something in. Anderson nearly just ripped the ball out of thin air from Poland's hands, but it will be called a jump ball, and the Bulldogs retain possession.
And that's Anderson's game, being that enforcer down low. She's a fantastic rebounder. As we mentioned a little bit earlier in the open, she can get a double-double every single night. Right now, they don't need her offensively. She's doing it on the defensive side.
And Grisdale couldn't control the ball going out of bounds, and she looks a little frustrated right now, as does the rest of the Bulldogs team.
I wonder at what point Coach Nick Blatch takes a timeout just to kind of settle his girls down. I mean, again, it's still within striking range at 11-4. It's not that big of a blowout. It's just they're a tinge off right now.
And a missed shot, no good, and the Bulldogs get it back. A missed opportunity for the Pirates there.
And they keep missing these little bunnies. Hopefully it won't come back to haunt them, but they're getting good looks, and that's exactly what Coach Infalvi wanted when he was emailing with us earlier this week. They have to get those easy shots. They just have to hit them.
Harrell now picked up her dribble, finds it over to Grisdale. Grisdale, the team leading scorer at 20 points a game, 7.2 rebounds per contest, 44% field goal shooter. As Grisdale's being guarded by Anderson, Grisdale picks up the dribble now, gives it over to Brandt. Brandt on the right side. Well, the Pirates defense is not letting him pass the three-point line right now. Nearly an out-of-bounds throw, but Grisdale finds it inside over to Kluchar. Kluchar trying to find it with the right hand. She does not.
Beautiful defensive stand by the Pirates.
Rodriguez thought about going for the layup, doesn't go for it. And now she's stuck out of bounds, tries to throw it back to her teammate Vicini, but the ball is picked off by the Bulldogs with 4:32 left. Brandt with a shot, no good. The ball is on the floor once again, and the ball rolls out of bounds. The refs are going to say it belongs to the Bulldogs.
And that was a smart play there by Anderson. You know, she was down on all fours trying to grab that ball. Instead of getting tied up and taking a jump ball, tried to get it out there just a little bit too far in front of Vicini.
Herdman and Kugras coming back into the game now, as the Bulldogs take it now with Brandt at the top of the key. Perry still going man-to-man, as they did all last game against Salem. Kluchar trying to find something inside, gets picked off again. These turnovers that Perry is enforcing as Hacking gets fouled, she'll go to the line.
And that was a nice play there by Hacking, as you felt Grisdale trailing behind her. Pull up, you get the foul. Maybe that's a frustration foul on Grisdale's part because she's struggling so far in this game. Really nothing going for her, and on the opposite side, everything going right for the Pirates and Hacking.
And speaking of not going right, that first free throw by Hacking is no good. She's a 56% free throw shooter in this tournament so far, so it's give or take sometimes on the free throw line. Forsyth, number 14, coming back into the game. As the Pirates get the ball, Anderson got stuck there, but she got it out to Vicini, who got it right back out, and it's thrown over to Infalvi. No good. There's like a lid on the basket right now for Infalvi from the three-point line, but they get it right back. Infalvi gets the ball again for the three-point line. She gives it over to Hacking in the corner. Hacking wide open. She goes for the three. No good. Air ball, but another scrimmage for the ball. Gets it right back into Perry's hands.
Yeah, everything going right for Perry right now as Ellie goes into the lane and puts up a floater.
13-4 with 3:38 remaining, and it looks like Nick Blanche says that's enough.
And that could be the point right there, Mitch, that we look back at, and that shot, the floater by Ellie, that might get her going now. She's had a number of open look threes that have been just off the mark.
You look at some of the play right here right now as we stay here at Barberton High School, the site of this Division II regional semifinal game. The Pirates getting out to that 9-4 lead, then they just haven't let up in this second quarter. I don't even think they've allowed 2 points yet on the board.
Yeah, absolutely not. This has been a fantastic defensive performance so far by the Pirates. Everything that they want to do defensively, shutting down Grisdale, letting someone else try to beat them. Everything has been working right because each and every miss that Poland has, it's a one possession. It's not offensive rebounds keeping possessions alive. The Pirates are grabbing it and going the other direction. And as Coach Blatt, as you were talking, kind of listening to him because it's so quiet all of a sudden, he echoed some of those same things. They need to be aggressive and they need to box out. If they can start doing those things, he feels that Poland could get back into this game.
Coach Infalvi said before the game they need to take advantage of some of the things that the Bulldogs have given up. Well, they've given up a lot right now, and the Pirates have given up almost nothing in return.
Yeah, and as you watched on Saturday, the Perry has those great defensive quarters where they really take the will out of the opposing team. Unfortunately, on Saturday with Salem, it was a game of up and downs because they came right back. If they can put Poland out here going into the half, it will be a very interesting second half for the Pirates. And
for a while, it did look like Salem wouldn't be able to get back in this game, and we'll see if time will tell if the same will happen for the Bulldogs, but not with a shot like that from Grisdale from three. No good. She's been quiet for this first half as Hacking gets it now, trying to drive in. She kicks it right back out to Jean. Jean being guarded by Grisdale. Jean kicks it right back out to Hacking. 3:04 left. Hacking picks up the dribble, gives it over to Vicini. Vicini over to Anderson. Anderson near the top of the key, gives it right back to Hacking on the left side. As the Bulldogs are in man-to-man right now. Hacking with a nice move. She tries to go up and under, no good.
Got the little Euro step going. I thought they were going to call the travel on that one, but able to hop in just a little bit too strong off the back of the iron.
No traveling violations in this game as of now, as the Bulldogs have it now. And Kugras tries to go in, and her shot is tipped, and it's picked up by the Pirates again. A few blocks in this game already for the Pirates, as Hacking has it now. Nice baseline pass over to Vicini. Vicini driving through the paint, a wide open look, and she's got it. 15-4 Pirates with 2:20 to go.
Nice play there by Gigi. I thought she could have originally had it off the initial pass. Works a little bit around, comes back into the paint. It was even more wide open than she originally was.
Took a sharp turn there as the Bulldogs now have an offensive foul as Anderson fell to the floor. The Bulldogs commit their 4th team foul.
All the momentum in this game. The Poland fans are trying to get the girls up. You keep hearing them, doing the stomps for the "We Will Rock You," trying to get the girls going here. But the intensity has been on the Perry side, and that was a nice take there by Anderson to take that charge.
Forsyth was charged with a foul for Poland there. That was her 3rd team foul, rather. As Perry tries to go for the 3 again. No good by Sydney Moon. And Poland trying to get something going, but they lose the ball again on a high pass out of bounds.
And that was a good look by Moon on the other side. Just needed that one to fall as she's still trying to work her way back in. Has been playing sparing minutes here during this postseason and even throughout the season as she's coming back from the ACL injury.
And now the Pirates get it past half court with Vicini nearly getting trapped in. Falvey from the top of the key for 3. No good. And again, another missed 3 for Infalvi, who's had a quiet first half so far.
Yeah, just a shot just a little bit off for Infalvi. And over the last couple games, she's been face guarded a lot. She's getting some nice open looks here tonight, just not getting them to fall yet. But it's nice maybe for her to actually be able to see the basket and get the shot off instead of the last couple of games where defenders have been in her face.
Infalvi, a senior, along with Hacking, as Poland takes the ball with less than a minute to have to go. Farber going from the top of the key for 3, and that gets Poland on the board in the second quarter. 15-7 now.
And that was a fantastic look. A little mix-up on the defenses. Moon could not get back out there to guard Farber, and she was able to hit it.
Jean over to one of her teammates now. It's intercepted. A tough pass over the middle, especially in the paint, as Poland trying to find something here. Brandt for 3. No good. Short. And out of bounds.
And that would have been the play right there to switch the momentum to Poland side. If Brandt would have been able to hit that shot, this place would have erupted and we would have had a 5-point game with everything going the way of Poland.
Falvey coming in for Jean now with 55.4 remaining. You're right, that shot would have immediately shifted the game into a different direction, kind of like a lot of shots in the third quarter of last week's game did against the Quakers. But Perry breaks the pressure there. And Anderson now on the right side, being double teamed, and she loses the basketball, and it's an out of bounds call. They're going to give it to the Pirates.
Yeah, nice double team there by Poland. They're picking up the intensity a little bit. Anderson held on to it just a tad bit too long. Let the double team come over there and pin her against the baseline.
42.6 remaining. Hacking will take the ball out from the corner, gives over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Infalvi. Infalvi now gets intercepted. The taller Grisdale passes a nice one over to Brandt. And Brandt finds the basket again. 15-9 Perry now.
And that's it. Perry's going to need a score here to stop this momentum, this little run that Poland's going on.
21 seconds remaining. Anderson now. Let's see if Perry goes for the last shot. They do not, but they get a wide open look from Vicini, who makes it 17-9.
And that was a beautiful look by Anderson to find Vicini in the paint as she goes off the glass and in.
7 seconds remaining. Let's see if Brandt goes for the last shot here. She passes it over now, and it's in the hands of Kluchar. Kluchar trying to get a shot off. She won't, and that's halftime. 17-9 is the score here from Barberton High School as Perry has the lead over Poland Seminary. But as we saw last week, we'll see if the Bulldogs can make a comeback here against the Pirates. We will take a quick break. When we come back, we will go into more of what happened in the first half, and we'll get you right back into the action here from Barberton High School.
Become an official sponsor of PNN Sports. Get recognized in all PNN Sports broadcasts this school year. Contact Colleen Moskowitz at 440-339-9452 for more information. The Painesville Dental Group has been keeping smiles healthy since 1969. Their friendly, caring, experienced professionals provide you and your family with state-of-the-art oral health care and comfortable treatments. The Painesville Dental Group has several locations to serve you: Menor Avenue in Painesville, Chestnut Street in Jefferson, the Chardon Smile Center, and the Hilltop Family Dental in Chardon. Visit online at PainesvilleDentalGroup.com to view all of their services. You'll be smiling a lot after you visit with the Painesville Dental Group.
Nearly half of children with autism wander away from safe places, such as their home or school. If you ever see a child walking alone, remember the 3 S's. Stop to help, seek assistance from police, stay until they arrive. If a child with autism is missing, immediately search places that pose the most danger, such as nearby water and busy streets. To learn more, visit missingkids.com/aware.
When you smile, does the whole world smile with you? Dr. Rusty Albrecht, Dr. Candace Richards, and Dr. London Albrecht are committed to improving your smile. At Albrecht Family Dentistry, we can handle all your dental needs, including dental implants, crowns, dentures, partials, realignments, extractions, root canals, veneers, teeth whitening, and clear braces. Don't let anything stand between you and the smile that you've always wanted. Call 440-358-0495. That's 440-358-0495.
Albrecht Family Dentistry, you love our gentle style. Come on down, we want to see you smile.
Albrecht Family Dentistry, where the whole world smiles with you.
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
If you're like most families, you probably have video game fans in your home. But not every game is right for every kid, which is where the ESRB ratings come in. They help parents make informed decisions for their kids. And there's an easy-to-use mobile app that gives you detailed info on specific game ratings. Video game consoles have parental controls that you can set to block certain games by age rating, so they get all the fun, and you get peace of mind.
Hi, I'm Ice-T. As a veteran, I know that for many former servicemen and women, the battle doesn't always end when they come home. Every day, 184 veterans are diagnosed with post-traumatic stress, and sadly, 20 take their own lives. When nothing else helps, professionally trained service dogs can. American Humane, serving the U.S. military for over 100 years, rescues animals in need of forever homes and trains them to become free, life-saving service dogs for our nation's veterans. If you're a veteran or know a veteran struggling with post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury, please go to AmericanHumane.org to learn about their Pups for Patriots program. Let's give our veterans a fighting chance.
Hi, I'm Chris Burke, an actor who happens to have Down syndrome. Join me in watching some great stories about inspiring people with Down syndrome.
If somebody asks me what Down syndrome is, I tell them it's just an extra chromosome in your body and it just makes learning a little more difficult.
I just hope many people with Down syndrome can follow their dreams and the passion of what they love to do.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I think she has more abilities than I do. Just to emit this incredible love that everybody was drawn to.
I thought his story was amazing. I thought he needed to get out there to inspire other people.
My name is Annie.
I'm a Salem Bardo.
I'm Megan.
Serena.
And this is my
Great story. My great story.
This is my great story. You can watch at ndss.org/stories.
Welcome back to this Division II regional semifinal game here at Barberton High School. It's 17-9 Perry over Poland. Once again, I'm Mitch Spinell along with Gene Winters here at Barberton. We have a very defensive-minded game so far, especially on Perry's side.
Yeah, both teams playing great defensively. As you mentioned, Perry really held Poland in that second quarter until the final 90 to 60 seconds as Poland went on a 5-0 run to bridge the gap a little bit. But it's been a lot of one-and-dones for Poland. Perry getting those defensive rebounds, turning it into some offense as they were led offensively by Madison Hacking, who has 9 of the 17 first half points.
Scoring as much as the entire Bulldogs team right now, as the winner of this game once again will go on to face Shaker Heights Laurel after they took down Cuyahoga Falls, Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, or CVCA today, 60-40. And the Pirates take the ball out here to start the second half. Poland going in the man-to-man right now as Infalvi takes the ball on the left side, gets out of a trap. And now it's in the hands of Madison Hacking. Hacking giving it over to Margot Jean. Jean had a wide open look from the free throw line. She'll give it to Infalvi, who had a cold start on the three-point line the first half. But Gonzalez with a nice play over there. Rodriguez, rather. And it's 19-9 Perry.
That's unselfish basketball right there, because both Ellie could have had the shot, JC could have had the shot. Both made the extra pass for Rodriguez to get on the board.
And Poland now takes the basketball. And a screen there for Abby Farmer from Jackie Grisdale, the leading scorer for the team, who had a quiet first half. Grisdale trying to get something going. Grisdale with a wild shot from the right side. Thought she got fouled by Anderson, didn't get the call. As Perry takes the ball down the floor now. Infalvi from the left wing for three. No good once again, but Infalvi gets her own rebound. off the deflection. Ball nearly deflected off the referee there. And the referee says the ball deflected off the line, so it's Poland basketball.
Yeah, that was a nice play there to keep the possession alive. Rodriguez fumbled it a little bit. I think Margot stepped on the baseline, so a turnover by the Pirates. But that's what you need to do. When the shot goes up and you miss, you need to keep that offensive possession alive and keep it out of the hands of Poland.
Poland down 19-9 in this game. Salem was down 21-10 at the start of the second half in their game against Perry last Saturday, but you have a traveling violation, and that gives the ball right back to the Pirates.
And that's what you like to see. Rodriguez had, the play on the offensive side where she turned it over off the pass to Jean, comes back defensively, doesn't let it bother her, makes a defensive stop, and forces the girl that she was defending to travel.
We have a trap here right now as Anderson gets the ball out. She gives over to Infalvi. Infalvi trying from three again. Now she's got it. Had to go in eventually. 22-9 Perry.
Beautiful play again. Anderson is a fantastic passer. We think of her as a rebounder, a defensive presence, a girl that can score. But right there, her passing tonight has been crisp.
Averaging just under 2 assists per game. Infalvi with the first score of herself on the game. Now as Hacking tried to get over to Rodriguez, but it was tipped out of bounds by Poland.
And that play right there where Anderson stripped it away is what we've been talking about all night. The Pirates just want it a little bit more. They're after every loose ball. They're after everything, getting it.
Elian Falvey wants another attempt from the three-point line. No good. Rebounded, though, by Rodriguez. And now Jean takes the ball. Hacking now with the basketball. Hacking, trying to dribble over to the right side. Gives over to Jean. Jean being guarded by number 1, Abby Farmer. Jean to the corner. Rodriguez with the mid-range jumper. No good. Rebounded by Farber. And it's Poland now trying to find something here as Mary Brandt, who was pretty active at the end of the first and second quarters in the first half, will go to the free throw line.
And that was a nice play there by Brandt to just take it, put her head down, and go through 2 defenders to get that shot up.
That foul will be charged to Anderson. That's her first, as Brandt sinks the first for 2.
It's actually the first free throw made tonight. In the first half, both teams missed every free throw that was attempted. There weren't many, but the ones that were all rattled out. Brandt here able to hit the first one of the second half.
And Brandt makes a second of 2, which makes the score 22-11. 5:30 left here as Hacking has the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Grisdale. Now gives over to Margot. Margot's giving over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back over to Hacking. Hacking getting the screen from Infalvi. Hacking with the jumper from the free throw line. No good. Off the right iron. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And they'll take it back up.
That was a nice defensive stand by Poland on that last possession.
Grisdale short on the three-point attempt. And the Pirates take the ball down now. Hacking, once again being guarded by Grisdale, gives over to Anderson. Anderson over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the turnaround, no good. And the Bulldogs get it right back.
Now, a lot of the last couple of possessions for the Pirates have been one shot and out. They need to get back to getting those offensive rebounds and keeping the possessions alive just a little bit longer. Not bad shots, just not falling.
Bit of a tough shooting game for both teams so far as Kugras misses the three-point attempt, but it's rebounded by Herdman. Herdman gets it right back out as Kugras has it again. Thought about the 3 again. Will dribble to the right side, picks up her dribble, now gives it over to Kluchar. Kluchar being guarded by Anderson. Kluchar loses the basketball. It's in the hands of Jean. And Jean now taking the ball up the floor with 4:16 remaining.
I think that one kind of surprised Jean a little bit. Oh.
Jean turned around, gives it to Anderson. Anderson looking for the open man. Anderson going on the right side now, getting the shot, no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs as we have a bit of a scuffle as Kluchar lost the basketball, trying to protect it now. And Falvey goes for 3 again, and she shoots it over the basket.
Just a little bit too hard, but there again, keeping that possession alive. Just being more aggressive than what Poland has been in this game. Perry continues to set the tone that they are the enforcer, and they're just ripping the ball every time that they can, keeping possessions alive.
Subs including Izzy McCoon and Gigi Vicini coming back in. I should reiterate, the ball clanked off the rim and over the basket. It's not like she threw the ball over the basket completely. 3:48 remaining as Farber has the ball. Now it's in the hands of Harrell. Ella Harrell Going down the right side. Short jumper. No good again. But a nice rebound once by Grisdale. Grisdale couldn't get the follow through. Hacking now taking it 1-on-2. Hacking takes it back out, gets double teamed on the trap, and loses the basketball, and there's a scuffle on the floor. Let's see who gets it. And we have a timeout called by Royan Falvey Jr., so we'll retain with the Pirates after this short break. We have a 60-second timeout here. We're going to go over some scores from earlier today. As we mentioned before, Laurel winning over CVCA today 60-40, so the winner of tonight's game will face them this coming Friday right here once again at 7 o'clock. As for the other regional final games, Indian Creek losing to Sheridan 57-50, and they will take on the winner of a game going on right now between MacArthur-Vinton County and Tri-Valley. We also have Napoleon winning tonight over Bellevue 48-32. They will take on the winner of Norton and Granville tonight this Friday, while Hamilton Baden won over Columbus Bishop Hartley 50-49 in a close one. Whoever wins between Valley View and Dayton Carroll will take on Baden in the regional final game.
And this is the best time of year as the teams are trying to punch their tickets to get down to now Dayton this year. As the tournament is moving to Dayton instead of in Columbus. This is the time. The girls last year made it to this point. Not just the Perry girls or the Poland girls, all girls, and then things got shut down. So for everyone now, it's to get to that next step, to get to that next game and keep your season going, as both teams have been able to play a very tough schedule, 20-plus games, even in this COVID time.
And Hacking takes the ball here. Gives it Anderson, right back to Hacking. Hacking with a wide open look. She's got nothing on that basket. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. And they take it down the floor now. In the corner is Farber, who gives it over to Kugras, but Kugras is called for traveling.
Yeah, I think that was one of those where she realized she was so wide open. It just moved too quickly for her because she could have just easily stepped up and shot that from three. Wanted to make the extra step, get the better shot, just shuffle their feet and turn it over.
And Falvey and Rodriguez coming back in now, replacing Anderson and Jean. With less than 3 minutes to go here, and the Pirates hold a double-digit lead. Trying to stave off the Bulldogs here, who came in at 22-2, while the Pirates came in at 21-4. A CVC championship this year for the 5th year in a row as Rodriguez goes from the three in the corner. She's got it!
And that's sorry, Mitch, that's been the part of Rodriguez's game over the last couple of games. It really started against the final game against Cornerstone. She hit 3 big threes in that fourth quarter in a Perry loss, but since then, her three-point shot has been on.
Rodriguez averaged 5 points a game this season. She's been pretty active tonight already as a foul has been called on the Pirates. So Kugras will go to the line to shoot 2.
Ooh.
It's the second foul on the Pirates in this second half. And it'll be Izzy McCoon with her 3rd charged foul.
Yeah, she had 2 in the first half. Again, a very good defensive player for the Pirates. They're going to need her to stick around in this final 10 minutes of this ball game.
And just a tough rollout for Kugras on that free throw, and it remains 25-11. Next we got Daniels coming back into the game for Poland.
And again, we said it in the first half. This is the part where Poland needs to hit those shots, where the clock's not running, chip away a little bit, try to get yourself back into this game. If you can cut it to, let's say, 8 in the next 2 minutes, you then set yourselves up for a nice fourth quarter.
And that, of course, results in trying to be aggressive, but not too aggressive, and letting Perry go to the free throw line too early, even though they haven't been charged with a single foul. And Paley nearly lost the ball there, but Rodriguez gets it back, gives it over to Hacking. Hacking trying to go down the lane for the layup. She's got it, 7-12.
13 points now for Hacking, again in double digits. It's been a staple for her 100-plus games here at Perry.
How many points did you say Hacking had already?
13.
Madison Hacking outscoring the Poland squad already, and we have a missed 3 again from Grisdale. Well, the Pirates have done a tremendous job keeping the leading scorer for the Bulldogs in check the entire game. As the foul is called.
That's the one part of if I'm coaching Falvey. Yes, you have a nice cushion right now, but for 8 minutes, if Grisdale can get a couple of shots to go, this game could then turn. And then you're into that same situation, which you witnessed on Saturday, where the game starts to creep back a little bit. Maybe some doubt comes in, the momentum switches, and Poland gets back into this one.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Infalvi before the game, and he talked about how good Grisdale could potentially be for the Bulldogs and what they had to do to stop her. And I would say they succeeded so far. Rodriguez feeling it again from the three-point line, and why not? 30-12, Perry.
And the one thing we talked about early, Mitch, was who would be the third person to step up in this game. Tonight, it's Marcela Rodriguez. She now has 8 with 2 big threes coming in this quarter.
And that's another steal from the Pirates. Let's see if they get another bone-crunching shot here. Infalvi, the primary 3 shooter for the Pirates this year, gives it over to Vicini. Now it's in the hands of Infalvi again. 40 seconds remaining. Infalvi being guarded by Ariana Daniels. Infalvi over to Rodriguez again from the left side. Dribbling right. Kicks it out. It's now in the hands of McCoon in the corner. McCoon, 20 seconds remaining, 7 seconds remaining. I think she thought it was a double dribble there. It wasn't called. And Hacking has it at the top of the key. 20 seconds left. Hacking. Back to McCoon. McCoon trying to dribble. She gives it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 14 seconds remaining. Infalvi now has it. They'll go for the last shot. 10 seconds remaining. It's 30-12 Perry right now. The fans are loving it. Let's see if they can get one more basket in. And Hacking.
Oh.
A nice cross through the middle and no good. And that'll be it for the third quarter. A very solid offensive outing for Perry in that frame. And 30-12 is the score going into the fourth quarter. I'm Mitch Spinell with Gene Winters. We'll be right back after this quick break.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Because when you take us hiking, or let us run outside, and acting silly, you're making our lives healthier and happier. So next time when Mom wants you to take a hike, tell her to go to beoutthere.org to find fun ideas for helping kids enjoy the great outdoors. Be out there!
And we're back here at Barberton High School. 30-12 is the score between Perry and Poland, with the Pirates in the lead, and Perry trying to close out the Bulldogs to advance this Division II regional final coming this Friday. As Jean has a look from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded, though, by Rodriguez, who's had a solid second half so far. And they'll have a jump ball as Rodriguez got in the middle with number 44, Brandt.
And Mitch, that was a fantastic third quarter for the Pirates, outscoring Poland 13-4 in that quarter. If you look at it, Perry's given up 4, 5, and 4 points through the first 3 quarters here tonight.
One of the top defensive outings so far this season. One of the coldest shooting nights for Poland so far this season. And Rodriguez now, who had 2 threes in the third quarter. And Falvey goes for 3 now. She's got her second 3 of the night, and it's 33-12 Pirates. And the Perry fans are starting to feel it right now. They are seeing Friday's game against Laurel in their eyes soon enough. No good, though. Daniels getting the board, though, and goes to the line for 2 after that foul.
Yeah, that foul will be against Rodriguez. That will be her first. But when you go back to Ellie and Falvey, now 2 3-point makes here tonight. She now has 67 in just over 100 games played for Perry. Just think about that. 2 3-point makes in 67 games.
That free throw is good. You mentioned on the same team as a player like Ellie Falvey, who is known for her 3-point shooting, the all-time leading 3-point scorer. But Rodriguez can shoot from downtown just as well if she has a hot night.
Yeah, I thought Perry would go to her a little bit more towards the end of that third quarter. Just ride the hot hand. Let her keep shooting till she missed. But again, they're running the correct plays. They're running what Coach Infalvi wants. It's easier to stand up here and wish for a couple of things.
Daniels did what she had to do, sink her 2 free throws, making it 33-14 with 6:50 remaining in the contest. Rodriguez with an open look from mid-range. Why not? 35-14, and Marcela Rodriguez right now is having a game for the tournament. She came in averaging 4.4 points a game in the tournament, 5 for the season, and she's breaking that total easily tonight.
Yeah, and she has been hot. She has been a fantastic piece the last couple of games for the Pirates, really contributing on both sides of the on the floor.
Perry getting the ball after that Brandt miss. Some mass substitutions now for the Bulldogs. That include Herdman. Kugras coming into the game. Grisdale, Sarah Forsyth, number 14 in. We mentioned Herdman before. Hacking. Has another jumper, 37-14 with 6 minutes to go.
Just a nice little beautiful runner there. Could have pulled it out, maybe it wasted a little bit more time, but when you're that wide open, you might as well take the shot.
And Perry gets the ball again with Jean taking down the floor. Jean pulling it back. Over to Infalvi. Infalvi from the right wing. She likes it there. No good.
And that was a smart play there by Jean. They had a 3-on-2 break.
Hacking gets the ball there on a steal, and it just trickles in and out. No good, and the Bulldogs get it back.
Sorry, Mitch, the pull was in my way. I didn't see her come up with the steal, but Jean, they had the 3-on-2 break. She pulled it back a little bit. It did set up a nice open three for Infalvi. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
The Kugras thought she had a foul, but it's going to be a jump ball. And the Bulldogs will retain possession. 5:28 to go. Grisdale from the 3, no good. And Grisdale with a tough night once again.
And after that final possession in that third quarter where Gigi set the screen on her, she came up holding her shoulder a little bit. I don't know if that's going to affect her anymore here in the fourth quarter, but it has been overall a tough night for Grisdale.
Anderson tried to find Infalvi, but the ball got tipped and it's on the ground. Jump ball will go to Perry.
And that there, you're up, almost 30 points. Hacking could have just let Poland have that one. Instead, dives on the ground, ties it up, and keeps the possession back to Perry.
It's good hustle on that play. Keeping good habits as the Pirates try to inbound the ball. As it was lost, but another jump ball gives right back to Poland.
Yeah, tried to force that one into Moon a little bit. I know the 5 seconds was running out, so you did have to get that one in. Just a little bit of a low throw there by Hacking into Moon for that turnover.
Less than 5 minutes to go here as Poland trying to find something on offense. They've been having their struggles throughout the game. Grisdale with trying to find a look. Gives it over to Kugras. Kugras dribbling out of the corner. Back to Grisdale. Grisdale from the top of the key. Short.
That was nice defense there by Moon to force that shot by Grisdale.
Winner of this game looking to be Perry as the minutes go on, to face Laurel in Friday's regional final. And Falvey missing from the 3-point line. Poland gets it right back with 4:17 left.
Yeah, just a little bit too strong again for Ellie, but she is getting great looks here tonight.
Grisdale again. Just a tough night for the top scorer on the Bulldogs. Falvey going in for the layup and misses it. And the ball is in the air. It'll go to the Pirates once again.
Yeah, again, another hustle play for the Pirates, just wanting it a little bit more than the Bulldogs.
You hear some of that Perry fan base telling on the other side, telling them to start the buses. I think after that third quarter, some of the Pirates players turned the key of the ignition on the Poland buses. That's another basket there.
I mean, we know how good Poland is. 22-2, 8th in the AP poll. If you're Coach Blotch right now, it just has to be deflating, because that last layup there by Ellie, it kind of just looked like the opening of the C, and it was like a layup drill for her.
And this is nothing to say bad about Poland this year. They've had an amazing season. It's just a dominating performance right now from the Perry Pirates, who we forget just a few days ago looked like they were on their way out of the tournament. As the girl who saved the season, Madison Hacking, gets another layup, and she's leading the way so far for the Pirates.
Yeah, 15 now for Hacking, as you mentioned, leading the way. And just to, again, the senior needed to come out and score. She's one away from her season average.
There's a three-pointer from Kugras, making it 41-20, and I was just about to say before that, Hacking was about outscoring the entire Poland team.
Yeah, it's been a tough go for Poland. Everything working right for Perry here tonight, both offensively and defensively. I think we're going to see the benches cleared here for the final 2 minutes of this ball game. But for both teams here, if you're Poland, you can't hang your heads. Perry just came out and wanted it more here tonight.
Jayciana Anderson getting on the board, making it 43-17. You see some of the bench players just about to enter. 5 for the Pirates, 4 for the Bulldogs.
I wasn't there on Saturday. Obviously, it was an electric atmosphere for the final home game. But tonight has been electric as well. It's been a nice group of fans here tonight for both teams cheering on both of these squads.
Yeah, especially seeing the Perry side right now. They know where they're going this coming Friday to face Laurel. I mentioned some of the other scores earlier, as Baden getting a 50-49 win over Bishop Hartley. They'll face the winner of tonight's game between Valley View and Dayton Carroll. Napoleon winning over Bellevue 48-32. They'll play either Norton or Granville, while Sheridan took down Indian Creek 57-50 with the winner of that, the Vinton County and Tri-Valley game going on next week to face Sheridan.
Yeah, and then, as you mentioned, you get down to the Elite Eights in all of the brackets coming up. When you come up on Friday, one win away after tonight from getting to the Final Four down in Dayton.
Well, the Pirates have been in the regionals the last 3 years, trying to get to the state tournament.
Nice little floater there by Maycad, just a little bit too light as it hit the front of the rim.
And we see Poland, some of their reserves trying to find some time, trying to find some baskets here. Players including number 14, Sarah Forsyth, number 44, Brandt. And that's a basket.
A nice little rebound there by Katie McDonald to get that one to go. That was a nice play there for Poland. You run your offense, you get the open possession, you get it down low to a big size advantage, and McDonald able to put it in.
Out of bounds on that pass there on Perry. A nice play by the sophomore McDonald. As we have about a minute to go here, 43-19 Perry over Poland. And we have a late foul call. That'll be on number 12, Grace McCoon. Both Grace and Izzy McCoon are sophomores on this Perry squad. And that's a putback by number 12 for Poland, McDonald, and she's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Sophia Maycad, trying to deny the entry pass. A little bit too aggressive there, sending McDonald to the free throw line.
And McDonald sinks the first, so she's got 3 points already, which on a tough night for Poland scoring puts her among the top scorers already for the Bulldogs. And another, make it 4. 43-21 here, less than a minute to go.
And as we talked about a little bit earlier, for Poland, 22-2, they lose 3 seniors. Obviously, they're losing their best player in Grisdale. But I think Brandt has a nice future as a freshman. It wouldn't be surprising to see, again, next season how it plays out for Coach Blatch, the Poland being another factor and another player come regional time next year.
It's been a great year for the Bulldogs. Grisdale becoming the program's leading scorer, breaking her own mother's record for 3-pointers in a game with 10. Their head coach, Nick Blanche, 200th career win early in the season against Struthers. You just hate to see it end here. McDonald, the big sophomore, coming in again. Throws it right back out. And it looks like it's going to be a foul call on Riley Hodge, who just got into the game, number 22.
Yeah, first game for Hodge in in a couple of games here. But again, all the hard work that Perry has put in, it's nice for some of the young ladies to be rewarded here in these final 2 minutes here in a regional semifinal game.
As Brant gets what seems to be the last basket of the game and the Bulldogs season, 43-23, as the Pirates run out the clock. Well, Perry survived last week, and they have done more than enough to survive another day as the Pirates take down the Bulldogs 43-23 here at Barberton High School in this Division II Region 5 semifinal. And the Pirates will move on to face Shaker Heights Laurel this coming Friday, right back here at Barberton. Well, once again, I am Mitch Spinell, along for Gene Winters. Any final thoughts, Gene?
I think we talked about it and stressed it all night long. This was a complete game from the Pirates. They did what they wanted offensively. They were able to shut down Poland defensively. Everything that they wanted to do on the defensive side, they did. They held Poland to a lot of one shot and outs, getting the defensive rebound and turning it the other way. They were the aggressor the entire night. They were the enforcer the entire night. They're going to have to bring that same kind of mentality coming up Friday against Laurel if they want to finally get over that hump and get into the Final Four and head down to Dayton.
And Roy Falvey Jr.'s squad lives to see another game once again this Friday, right back here against Shaker Heights Laurel. Thank you all so much for watching this broadcast of tonight's Division II Region 5 regional semifinal game. Once again, I'm Mitch Spinell along with Gene Winters. Have yourself a